Today's video is going to be talking about our associations with other people. Day to day, we might not put much thought into the associations that we deal with every day, but these people have a huge impact on how the outcome of our lives turn out, whether it's just for the season, the reason, or the life in general. Whether it's at work, school, the home, friends while you're out, or even just people down at the corner bar that frequent it every weekend. One of the things that our associations with other people can affect, for better or for worse, are our emotions. We get an emotional attachment to people in different ways. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's not positive. Sometimes these people are even emotional manipulators. Some of them are really good at being the puppeteers of our emotions, which end up getting us to do things we wouldn't usually do just to prove ourselves or anything like that. These type of people you got to watch out for. That's why it's good to know about your emotions and the people that you're associating with. It's a very healthy and health conscious thing to think about. Is the person I'm dealing with someone I can trust? The fact that I'm feeling so trusted towards them so early, are they pulling strings? It's kind of how people are able to get you to do things you shouldn't, like borrow money, give money. The next thing you know, you're $25,000, $250,000 in the tank because these people bamboozled you. And then there's other people that are truthful and are good people, and they'll come in and they got your back. They'll help you out. And sometimes we might feel, or it happens natural, sometimes people take advantage of you if you're too nice. So you want to make sure that you don't allow too much, you don't become the doormat. So it's kind of a balancing act of boldness and caring about somebody, but not to the point where you would take your shirt off for them, but they'd leave you out in the cold naked. And then we got people in our lives that we associate with, friends, families, foes, whoever it is. They're mentally influencing us for better or for worse, the positive influence and a negative influence. A lot of the people in our day-to-day, they're either positively influencing us or negative influencing us. A lot of the times, higher level people are more positively influencing each other, where people of lower value, they have a lot of bad influences around them, whether if it's have another drink, have another smoke, do another stupid thing you probably shouldn't. A lot of young people can relate to that, as there's a lot of negative influences for young people. And it doesn't even have to be in our real lives. It could be watching the television. It could be on our cell phones, on social media. A lot of negative influences, a lot of things. And we're on these things so much that we mimic a lot of the things that we're watching. And if it's of a negative influence, the outcome of your situation is not going to be very good. It could be just a minor thing that happens to something that could put you in jail or even take your life. And there's positive influences as well. People that challenge you. People that hold you accountable. People that they don't really care if you like them or not. They're going to tell you how it is, how it was, and how it's going to be. And, if you want to run away and be sad about it, that's fine. But that's a positive influence. It's harder to be challenged and to take self-accountability than to just suck on a pacifier from someone that's feeding you filth. Some of the other influences in our lives, they could be people that both challenge us physically, in activity, recreation, or even just not activity, doing more negative things. So if you're hanging around people that are active, they want to go to the gym, they like to go hiking, they like to read, and they like to expand their knowledge. Maybe they go to the church, maybe they do things in the community, maybe they go to business leading groups, or maybe they go places where they're learning how to do public speaking, or anything where they're gathering and they're doing something positive. They're building themselves up, whether it's their body, their mind, culturally, community-wise. There's people out there that do challenge you in that. They're good to be around. And then there's people in our lives that are more lazy spirited. They're the couch potatoes. They're the people that just want to go to the bar all the time. They want to take the easy way out in life. They don't want to give much physical effort. You'll never see them at the gym, let alone off the couch. These people, it doesn't mean they're bad or anything, or you completely shun them and treat them less than. You just frequent them less occasionally. So if it's a loved one who seems like that, perhaps be that challenging source, that good influence. You're not going to be able to make them do something, but by leading by example, perhaps eventually they'll come around and accept the challenge. Same with recreation. Sometimes people might want to go to a park and go for a hike and go boating or go fishing or do some things out in nature. Then you got the people that never want to leave the house. They want to drink on 40s, smoke on cigarettes, do dope, shoot things up, shoot things back. You got to watch out for where you're frequenting. A little bit of all of it's not so bad. When you did it last weekend, the weekend before, you're doing it today, and it looks like you're probably going to be doing it tomorrow. It's just good to question who the people you're hanging around with are, what they're frequenting, and how is it making you feel? Is it building you up, or do you feel a little less than you did the day before? Another area people in our lives and the people we associate with affect us is in our eating, our diet. You could be hanging around with people that want to eat salads and eating good foods and lean meats and talking about this nutritional thing and that nutritional thing and eating a natural diet and drinking plenty of clean water, talking about the science behind it, talking about certain things that keep uplifting you to want to do more of those type of activity. Then you got the people that they want to go to the fast food place down the street. They want to go pick up a bunch of candy and snacks. They know you have a snack attack and they want to help you feed that snack attack because they themselves too need snacks and they don't want to be the only one snacking away. You got to be careful. It's not that eating that stuff's the worst thing to do, but when you're frequenting it and the people that you associate with are doing that more than not, you might want to consider who it is you're hanging out with. Because healthy people, they can tolerate doing unhealthy things a little bit, but they're not going to tolerate it very long. They can tolerate being around it for the night, for the evening, for the event or whatever, but they're not going to make a lifestyle out of it. Oh, let's hang out again tomorrow and do this again tomorrow. We'll go get Taco Bell at 2 a.m. Sounds great, Billy. Let's go. You got to be careful. Never major in minor things, and never major with low value people for too long. Lift them up, but don't be brought down by them. It's one thing that I myself have come to terms with. I've been on the level of both things. I've been of high value, I've been of low value, and I'm trying to get to be more of high value and mostly associate with higher value people. Right now it's mostly just mentors and stuff, whether in books and in video, because there's not many people in my real life that I can turn to that are of the high value I'd like to get to, just because there's more people that are okay with mediocrity than people that want to rise above it. They think they might be growing, but are they really? I've been there. You feel like you're doing something and years go by and you're still stuck in the same spot. That's when you have to make huge changes, big changes, and start going after higher level people, better associated with people that challenge you. Not tell you, oh, it's okay, you're doing so good. Oh, just stay around. You're doing okay, you're doing so good. Be careful of those people too. They may love you, but they want you around for them. They don't want you to go out and flourish, because then they are a little more alone than they would be without you. They love you, but deep down they love themselves more. And that's okay. And you just want to be around more of those people that are challenging you to grow. Growth is a good thing. People that are challenging you to maybe learn things that can maybe help you with a business or get you started in a business or get you thinking that business or anything that's going to get you out of your day job and fulfill what it is you want to, who you truly are. If you're a janitor, I doubt you were born to sweep the floor. If you're at a fast food restaurant for the past 15 years, I doubt you were born to flip burgers. If you're doing these jobs that you hate, I doubt that's why you're on this planet. And it's usually only through entrepreneurship you can get out of it, or a good education where you're working for someone else who's gotten out. But only through a good entrepreneurial drive that is going to get you closer to fulfilling who, what, why you're here. That's what it's for. And it's always better when you add value to humanity for the better, not just to just make a buck, although that's huge too. It's part of the game. It's part of all of it. I myself personally want to do entrepreneurship for good, not just to come out with a product and think, who cares if it poisons people and the masses, as long as I get a bunch of money and my few buddies get a couple more basis points onto their investment. That ain't my game. I'd like to lift as many people as possible, and then they do the same. That's my influence. That's what I bring to the table of association. And as I grow, I want to be able to add more. So if anybody wants to associate with me, feels like I'm part of a better fabric of having of influence, stick around. I'd love to hear from you too, as I'm influenced highly by everybody else. Take care.